National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cardinals and the Panthers, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning a Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Thielen going to go in motion right. Here is Young. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Young now. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's the Panthers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now. They'll go again with Benson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. To a hit, and the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, this defense is getting after it now. They get the sack on first down, and now the pressure's there again, and that forces a throwaway. Now Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. A give left side for Benson. able to corral him. He fights through. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Holding offense.
So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Jones has it. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. 2 to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr., 46 yards. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. In motion right here comes Johnson. Young working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing, Young. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Let's go. Opposite. Green.
Young to throw it. He gets it left side to Johnson. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Young. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Looking to throw, Young. That is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Eluding, and a big loss is here as he's taken down. B.J. Ojulari getting in there and dropping him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Benson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man here is Benson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Tua. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. 2nd down and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. DJ Wadham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Young will set to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Young going to give to Brooks. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Young now from the 50. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. 3rd down, Young from the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Benson. And some room to roam now. Down the left sideline. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 29-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Zone read. Here's Benson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He finds his man complete. It's Benson. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. That's taken in. It's Xavier Leggett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Abanikanda. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Young. They'll set up the screen to Abanikanda. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here is 3rd and 5.
Set, ready. Hut.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense and running back Trey Benson headed back onto the field. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
44. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 93 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 2nd and 2. Now Tua. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to fourth down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where it was the visiting Falcons who were able to come away with the victory. Kendrick Bourne, a career afternoon, 4 touchdown catches. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati, Ohio, to check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Cardinals offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Looking downfield for Jones. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now Young. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw, Young. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A give up the middle with Benson.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the gun, it's Tua. His throw incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Tua setting up shop to throw again.
Throwing quickly to Wilson.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
They'll run for it with Connor, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter.
The 1st down, they start out with Abanikanda. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ready?
Abanikanda once again fights off the tackle at the 20. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. The give now to Abanikanda. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Got a man, that's Leggett. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Young working out of the gun. That is caught. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here is Young. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Hauled in here, Caldwell. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. In motion right goes Johnson. Young now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time...
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Tua going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, 46 yards. And the Cardinals are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Young to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
In motion left, that's Thielen.
Ready.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Another run here with Benson. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Holding offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
A give. Here comes Benson.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Ready?
Young to throw it. Throw left side, on target to Thielen. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Young from the shotgun.
Quick completion here to Johnson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Throwing, Young.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Down.
Now here's Young. He gets this one to Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll be Young again.
That one complete till again.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Here we go. Check pink. Switch yellow.
Now Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Set.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Young. Touchdown!
Xavier Legette.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And just shutting him off there. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On play action, here's Tua. Steps away to it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. To throw is Tua. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. So now Young and the Panthers down 17-14, a minute 40 remaining. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Young to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's into space past the 25, and he's all the way down to the 13-yard line.
What a time to come up with a play like that. They're now in field goal range. But the opportunity is also there to try and win the game outright.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal.
Let's go.
1st and 10 here.
Set.
Now Young. He finds his man Johnson.
Hurry.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now 2nd and 4.
Come on, set.
Here's Young. That's caught by Johnson. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Cut, cut. Cut, cut.
Young. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Cards have just about sewn up this football game. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Benson running right. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 3rd and 12. They'll go again with Benson. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Cards, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Carolina,